Hello, I'm Mary V. Today, let's talk about scales. So scales are patterns going from one note, say D, to the next D and then back again. So let me show you the finger pattern in D major. So we've got the open D here, and then we've got a space, and then we've got the first finger, and then we've got a space and we have the second finger, and then we have the third finger, which is close to the second. So far we have. Then we go on to the open A string, and then we have the same finger pattern, which is 1, 2, 3. So D major scale. So there's the finger pattern. Let me play that for you. So the next scale we'll have a look at is A major. So let's have a look at the finger pattern for A major. So there we have the open A, then we have the first finger, second, and then the third is close to the second, open E. So you can see it's exactly the same finger pattern as D. So let's try playing that. So let's have a look at G major, which has the same finger pattern. So these basic scales, they've all got the same finger pattern, so let's play G major. D major. A major. Now let's have a look at what's called an arpeggio, which is a pattern of notes that goes up and down, but it misses out certain notes, and it sounds like this. So it's open, 2, open, 3, and back down. So you can do a scale and finish with an arpeggio like this. So let's do the same thing in D major. And in A major. That's one octave, so it goes from one G to the next G and back again. You can do 2 octaves, and there's a slightly different finger pattern for that. So we start on G, the open G, first, second, third, and then D. And then we keep going, A, first, and then the second finger is close to the first this time. And there's a space, and then we play the third. So the finger pattern for when we get on to A is, and then it's the same finger pattern on the E string, finishing on G. So let me just go through that new finger pattern again. So we have this finger pattern for the first two strings, and then we have this finger pattern for the second two. So let's try that. And let's look at the two-octave arpeggio. So the finger pattern for the two-octave arpeggio is open, 2, open, 3, 1, 3, 2. So let's play the two-octave G major scale with a two-octave arpeggio at the end of it. Now notice I put in some extra notes to make it more musical. You can do that with your scales. So I think it's a good idea to make friends with scales and arpeggios, because they're going to be lifelong companions for you if you want to be a violinist. You can be creative with them, you can explore them. So scales are so great for helping you to warm up, make a nice sound, practice your bowing, practice different finger patterns. It's just endless. And it's all about playing the violin. So playing scales is playing the violin. So you can love it every time you pick up the violin and play. So I'll leave it there, and good luck with your scales. Bye for now.